Time to explore Aridia. Really awesome level. Very ambient, very atmospheric level. Ratchet and Clank. How I've been meaning to get to this for quite some time. I do want to do a let's play of the entire series at some point. Some of the other games are going to be quite a challenge to do. Mainly the PS3 titles because I remember having an Elgato in the past and it's kind of tricky to record PS3 footage. I need to buy the Elgato and then I think I need to have a very specific HDMI splitter. Kind of annoying, but that's the only way to play Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, Crack in Time, Into the Nexus, All for One, Full Frontal Assault.
It's him, Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw ya, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Oh, he says it's his knee. That's not the case. Alright, let's see. But I mean, with these enemies wandering about, I love the song. Alright, so as you can see, there's these sand sharks and then there's those little yellow monsters. They come from the yellow monsters, so might as well take that out first and then kill the enemies. They're kind of annoying to dodge. Then I get a few hits on me. Alright, 49. Yep. Look at that, a gold bolt. Definitely pull out your bomb glove so we can get that. Alright. I should show it. Those guys actually... If you try to take out the sand sharks, they're just gonna keep spawning from that yellow monster, so... That clan looking thing. Yeah, each of these sections have like their own song, like a different path you take. This one is my favorite for this planet. I just absolutely love it. So catchy. Alright, so this first of 3 sections. This is another one of the levels that have 3 sections. It's just gonna be a bunch of fighting. Basically this entire section where we take out these monsters. Alright, let me dispose of this, always want to prioritize taking these out first. Because as you can see, there's 2 down there, but if we take them down, he's just gonna make them come back. We're not having all that. See what I mean? It can be, kinda tricky. Okay, not sure what's going on. I mean, this is very demanding and I have it running very upscaled. But it kind of dropped frames right there. Oh my. More enemies than I like to see. But as you can see, if you round them up and then hit them with the wrench, take out a lot of them at once. Alright, 2 of them left. 19 of the sand sharks. And you're seeing that I'm actually saving a lot of bolts. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to buy anything until like halfway through the game. Well, I'm actually going to buy one more weapon, but I'm only buying that because it can be used to get gold bolts and also to exploit the bolt trick where I told you can get a lot of bolts. Oh, what am I doing? Take these out first. If you guys aren't chasing me, I'll take some of you guys out as well. Alright, bomb glove. Alright, only 3 of them left. 2 of them, let me collect some of these bolts before I do that. The moment you kill the last one, it's going to teleport you, so... Give me all of these bolts. Oh my. Yeah, my dodging is horrible. Alright, where is the last one? There he is.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
Might just do an episode for each part, for each planet, because the planets might take more time. If they're like 3 paths, it's gonna be like 15-20 minutes, so it's not RPG, so the episodes don't have to necessarily be all that long. Alright. Let's see. Alright, that's the first out of the 3 paths. This is one of the few planets that has 4 gold bolts. I already collected one of them. I can get 2 more, but the 4th one I need the Magnum boot, so unfortunately we'll have to backtrack to get that. Alright. It's kind of nice taking a break from playing RPGs, because RPGs, the button inputs and stuff like that, this is a platformer, so a lot more involved in terms of I don't know how to phrase that. Like, it's more hands-on. I'm like constantly hitting buttons while playing this. Alright, plenty of sand sharks in this area. They tend to get a few hits in. They can be kind of tricky to dodge. Yeah, this is the... In terms of Ratchet and Clank, this is the last episode I'll record for today. But that's nice, I'll have 3 parts. It's Sunday, but these won't get uploaded till Monday. Rest of the day, kind of want to watch a bit of Dragon Ball Z. I low-key want to start reading the first volume of Bleach. You know, I want to spend like an hour or 2 dedicating time to working on the YouTube video. Because I already mentioned I have some ideas that I want to do. So far, I haven't really dabbled into editing so far, but some of the concepts I want to do are going to require a lot of editing. Got some few ideas, but it's going to definitely take a lot more time to make those videos, so I'm not worried about it being perfect, but definitely want to do some planning regarding those videos. Those type of videos like top 5s and stuff like that, reviews and stuff like that, I'm gonna create like a script, because I don't do all that well with like just speaking for a long period of time without saying or something like that. I think it's just habit for me. The script will sound a bit more professional. I feel like I can actually say the things I want to say more clearly. It'll make the quality of the video better. And then I can spend a bit more time on editing. Alright, this second path is an obstacle course. And I forgot to mention, that branched off into 2 different paths. I went left instead of right. But to go left, you need a swing shot, which means you need to go to Metropolis first to explore this area. Alright, you don't want to stand there because you take a lot of damage. I think it was loaded with TNT crates. Alright, so this is probably the coolest skill point in the game. You want to get through this area without touching the ground. If you just aim away from the platform, you should be fine. Look at that. That's what happens if you don't touch the platforms, but you drop right here. Kinda dicey if you do that. If you don't time that right, you'll end up falling to your death. And that was the only crates of boxes. Oh well. Alright, look at that, the Trespasser. Now, I kind of mentioned a few times in Dragon Quest VII, my Dragon Quest VII playthrough, that I don't necessarily like puzzles in video games. For the most part, that is true, but there are certain puzzles that I actually like. If they're like simple puzzles that can be done fairly quickly, that I don't mind. These being a perfect example. These can be done very quickly, they're actually kind of fun to do.
Lasers are mounted on...
Yeah, you got your lasers. They need to match to these outer ring things. There's 3 rings and stuff. Very simple to figure out. They get much more complex later on. They have like blocks and stuff, but they're not too difficult. There's like 1 or 2 that are actually pretty damn hard, but and the one in the PS4 reboot were a lot harder. At least I felt they were a lot harder. Alright. I enjoy the reboot a bit more than I think the average person in certain regards. What they did with the story I feel like was completely atrocious, but that's why I think I rated it as a B. Because I don't think it's a terrible game. The gameplay is really, really good. It's kind of fun. I absolutely love the level design and stuff like that. But what they did with the story and stuff like that was just, it was atrocious. I'll get further on with that later on, but I think I had such an appreciation for this game that I was able to appreciate that game. But why Nefarious is in like every Ratchet and Clank game is beyond me. No, honestly, I feel like he only really fit in 2 games. He only really fit in Up Your Arsenal. Like Crack in Time, it was fine, but I don't know. They kind of just, why they brought that villain back in like damn near every Ratchet game is beyond me. Oh, the music is so good. Alright, so the first 2 paths we went were to get gadgets and stuff. The first one is the hoverboard, so we can actually do the races. This one was for the Trespasser, which you're gonna need for story progression. Nice, cool little puzzle. And then this one is completely optional as well. So in all honesty, the only one you need to do... Actually, no, you need to do the hoverboard because on Kalibo 3, you need to get the Hollow Guy's glove, whatever it's called. You also need to do this one. Well, not this one, but the Trespasser. This one is completely optional though. The one I'm doing right now, you do not need to do this. This will give you a pretty neat item, but in honesty, I never use it. You do need this item for one of these skill points, but again, that's completely optional. Unless you're a dire completionist or you want the platinum trophy, it's not needed. Alright, tons of bolts. I'm already at 10,000. The Tesla Claw, which is my favorite weapon in this game, costs 40,000, but with the Persuader you can get it down to 30. And I like to use that on my first playthrough, so I'm saving up for that. The first upgrade of Nanotech, and then the Devastator. Also, I like buying the upgraded Suck Cannon. It's like the best upgrade. Alright, gold bolt number 3. I wasn't paying attention. Did I get the one that was below the Trespasser? Pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure muscle memory made me get that one. The 4th gold bolt is up there, but we can't get that. We don't have Magna Boots yet. Get those on Battalia. Or no, on Orson.
Signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that info bot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
Alright, so winning the race will give you an item. Actually, not all that useful. Somebody comes in and you can summon them and they'll help you fight. You can only summon them in certain areas. And that's pretty much all of Aridia. I do want to highlight this, a lot of times when you land on a planet, there's like a still shot where the game will have you like looking into the planet. And it's absolutely amazing. I love the one for this one. Yeah, those are like still shots and stuff like that. I don't know what they're called, but it's a perfect view when you first land on the planet. Actually, we'll see it right here on Logisa Eudora.
Yes, quite lovely. That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
Yeah, this nefarious guy is quite the villain. I have to keep saying nefarious. This Trek guy. I get those two names mingle all the time. Definitely have to be putting a sub to him. And that's what I meant. When you first land, you get like a view of the planet, which is awesome. But that's actually gonna wrap it up for here. The music on this level is really catchy, so I have that to look forward to on the next level. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next part. Thanks for watching.